All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the E-Estate Revolution. My name is Vaughn Morrill. I'm going to be putting on the webinar tonight. We're going to be here for about 30 minutes to an hour, just talking about all things e-estate. And before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and place in the chat my link. Okay, so I'm going to link in the chat a link to actually join the platform. And then also there's going to be a link to my YouTube channel. Okay, and that is the E-Estate Revolution. Okay, the E-Estate Revolution. So I'm going to go ahead on over to chat and boom. Okay, so there's the two links there in the chat. The first, of course, is to the platform itself, and then the second is to the YouTube channel, E-Estate Revolution, where you can catch this webinar, plus all the other webinars, plus a lot of videos where I go over a lot of important information about the platform. So please do check that out. Now, one quick word about that. Guys, if somebody else invited you to come here, use their link to sign up, right? I don't, I'm not in a place in my life where I desperately need you to sign up using my link, right? You should use the link of the person who sent you here because it's important to be loyal to that person, right? This type of business, guys, the person who brings you in gets rewarded. And in the same way, when you bring somebody in, you will get rewarded, right? And so I want to do this webinar with an idea of helping everybody and assisting everybody in the platform and in the program, regardless of who you sign up under, right? But if you don't have somebody who brought you in, you can use my link that I placed in the description to sign up there. Okay, so we're going to cover a few things, right? I'm going to tell you a quick story, right? We're going to talk about the investor opportunity, right? We're going to talk about the agent broker opportunity with e-estate. I'm going to take you through the website a little. I'm going to show you the e-wallet, right? How to load that. We're going to look at the money wheel. We're going to look at some buyer opportunities, and we're going to look at some agent opportunities. Okay? It's a great time. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, right? Strap in, get comfortable, grab your notebook, grab your pen, do whatever you got to do. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm definitely getting better at this every week. All right, so don't let me jinx myself. All right, so I got my screen shared here, and what we're going to look at first is I'm going to go ahead and take this down, and this is a quote from Warren Buffett, right? If you don't know who Warren Buffett is, he's a very, very successful investor. He's been doing it for a long time, and he kind of cracked the code, right? He figured out a way of how to make a little bit of money and do it over and over and over and over again in the markets, and has become like one of the richest men in the world, right? So, not trying to be the richest man in the world. Nobody's really trying to do that. We're just trying to become financially free, and we're trying to participate in a rewarding business, right? So that's what we're doing. But this is a great quote. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die, right? And so that I'm sure you've heard that before, right? I know I have, right? It's the whole idea of passive income and creating multiple income streams. Okay, passive income and creating multiple income streams. And when you do that, right, you build yourself a situation where you've got money coming in from all types of different areas, right? Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily from multiple different sources that I get to keep, use, give, and spend joyously, right? It's coming in, right? And it's not just one job. The days of just doing one job and making a living, I hate to break it to you, but those days are over. It's just not here anymore, guys, because you never know when you're going to get fired, or you never know when the robot AI is going to come and take the job. You just don't know what's going to happen, right? And so that's why it's important to have multiple income streams and multiple sources. Now, this program that we're going to be talking about tonight is a crypto-based platform that deals with real estate. So, what are we're talking about? We're talking about an investment platform for one. And for two, we're talking about it's a crypto investment platform. So, this is very important, guys. Don't invest anything you can't afford to lose. Okay, let's just take a breath, right? Take a second and recognize that crypto investing and investing in general is there's a risk involved, right? And you have to know that and you have to be aware of that. And so I always go by the rule of thumb is never invest anything I can't afford to lose. That way, hey, if I got an extra $100 to invest in something, great. If I can't lose that $100, if I'm not comfortable losing that $100, guess what? I don't invest it. right? You want to make sure that you're taking calculated risks, right? Very, very important, especially in crypto, guys, because with crypto, there's big freedom, but there's also big responsibility on us as the investors, right? It's a lot of responsibility there because there's not a lot of oversight with crypto, right? And that's one of the beautiful things about it, right? There's not a thousand red tape and loopholes and different licenses and all this kind. You don't have to worry about all that with crypto. But on the other hand, you are taking on a bigger responsibility. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so quick story, guys. I have been in network marketing for, I don't know, years, right? I've been in sales for most of my adult life. I've been in network marketing for years. Network marketing is a really, really lucrative business if you know how to do it, and it's 10% action and 90% mindset, okay? 10% action, 90% mindset. Okay, so this is my book here. I did this with Matt Morris, The Power of Leadership. It was featured on Fox News, NBC, and CBS News, right? Back when this was a couple of years ago, right? Before everything went to the internet. I don't know if you can see this. Probably can. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, here's the actual hard copy of the book. I don't know how well that came through, but yeah, did that with Matt Morris, and I'm really proud of that, right? And that's the power of leadership, and that kind of it goes deeper into my network marketing journey, and it goes deeper into the story of kind of what happened in my life, where I was in my life, where I had that shift in my mindset, and I realized, you know what? Something's got to change here. Something's got to change. I was not happy with the way that my life was going, right? And I had to make a change, right? And I had to flip the mindset. And that's the beginning of getting into sales and getting into network marketing. And yeah, so that is that, right? This right here, let me just show this down. Okay, these photos right here are some of the kind of dream come true moments that I've had, right? So if this one on the left-hand side, this is a picture of me and my mom, and that is a 2000 and I think it's a 2002 Ford Thunderbird T-Bird Blue. It's got a drop top, it's got the hard top that you can put on, but you can take off the hard top and you can have convertible, right? And my mom, see, she fell in love with that car years and years and years ago, and it's like the 50th anniversary of Thunderbird. She's always loved Thunderbirds. She's an author herself, and most of her stories, she's got a T-Bird in it, right? And I always said, look, if I ever make it in life, right? If I ever make it in life, I'm gonna get my mom that Thunderbird, right? Because she didn't come with a lot of money, right? I didn't come with a lot of money. No, no, no. We're not coming from like big money here, right? We're middle class, and for a long time, my mom was a single mom and raised me and my brother, and we were poor, right? I mean, we were like, couldn't keep the lights on and stuff like that. So. I always said, hey, man, if I ever make it in life, I'm going to get my mom that car. And a few years ago, I was able to accomplish that dream. Okay. And then the other one that I want to share with you, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, right? So the other one I want to share with you, this is my beach house, right? I own this baby. There it is right there. I own this baby free and clear. That's my kayak. It's right there on the Pacific Ocean. There's a coral reef about 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes away. You can kayak out to it and look at the coral reef. And it's just beautiful beach living, laid back, beautiful weather, sunshine, sunrise, sunset, all that stuff. And that was another one of my dreams, right? The dream of having my own beach house. And I was able to do that right through sales and through network marketing, right? So there's a lot of opportunity in this space. Okay, what you got to do is you got to be tough. You got to have the right mindset, and you got to be able to get back up if you fall down. Right? I mean, what I just gave you there is really how you do it. It's easy. It's simple, right? It's simple, but it's not easy, right? It's simple, but it's not easy. And guys, listen, I don't ever have to worry about making a payment on this. I own it. I don't ever have to worry about the bank coming to take it. Not going to happen. I own the property, and anytime I want, I can go there, right? And so my family, my kids, everything we're going to have, and we're building a legacy, right? A legacy. And that is the power of these types of businesses, right? If you utilize it correctly. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back over here. So this is the eEstate dashboard, right? This is the eEstate homepage, and this is the eEstate Revolution. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this eEstate Revolution. So this is where you're going to find all of your videos that I do about eEstate, right? So I got this one here, how to utilize the eEstate platform in 2025, new details, webinar videos, right? There's shorts in here, right? Short videos that I do talking about eEstate, right? And it's eEstate Team Revolution. So if you're on my team or if you're affiliated with my team, come on over, sub to the channel, drop me a like, drop me a comment. And this is also a really good place to get a hold of me for any of you who are interested in that. Okay. All right. The investor opportunity. So we're going to do the investor opportunity. We're going to do the agent opportunity. What I want to do first is I want to show you the e-wallet. And it's right here. So when you get your dashboard, it'll look like this. You'll have your real estate over here on the left. You'll have your e-wallet here, your assets here on the right. Okay, I'm starting to build up a nice amount of money in my profit balance from my assets. I've got a decent amount of money in my agent balance. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to do some money wheel. I always like doing this on the webinars. So I've got 1,000 points, 1,000 ETK points, and you can do one spin for 100 ETK points and get paid in real cash. So how do you get the points? Just from doing stuff on the platform, like you can, like for example, if I go over here, you got these achievements, right? You can do these different achievements, complete your profile data. I could be getting 20 if I would do that. I really should have done that by now, right? But different things you could do, log into your account for 5 consecutive days, you get 75. You get different levels of achievements. When you purchase a stake in a property, you get ETK. When somebody signs up under you using your agent link, you get ETK. And it's just a little fun thing. And since I'm going to show you how to do the wallet, right, the e-wallet, what I want to do is I want to do some spins on this real quick and build up some cash flow in there. So I've got 1,000. That means I'm going to do about 10, right? We'll do the first spin here and see where we land. So you can get there you go, 50 cents. You can get zero, right? You can get zero. You can miss and get zero. You can also hit and get 1,000. So I have got zero before. I'm just trying to get my 1,000. Right, so I got 50 cents on that one. $1. And yeah, like I said, it's just a little fun thing and something that they do. All right, 50 cents, $1, 50 cents. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Hey, $2. Hey, I'll take it, right? Free money. Yep. So it's hey, $10. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, let's see what we got coming up next. All right, 50 cents, 50 cents. One of these days, I'm going to hit that 1,000 on the webinar, and I'm going to log off and see you guys later. But it's just extra money on top of everything else that they offer. All right, we're coming down to our last spin here. All right. All right, guys, there it is. So let me go ahead and go back to my dashboard, see if it loaded it up. Yep. I got 3640 in the e-wallet now. I got this 138 and this 49 over here. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to agent here, right? And it's going to show this profit balance of 138.97. It'll show some other things about my agent portal. And then I'm going to go ahead and click withdraw profit, right? And we're going to withdraw all. Okay, and then I will have to enter my PIN code, which I'm not going to do, right? I'm not going to do it live on the broadcast, but I'll enter my PIN code and then that will send everything over there, right? And it's the same for when you go over and you get your profit balance over here. You view your assets with your, whatever properties you're a part of, right? So I've got $4,100 invested in this. I've got a stake in the houses here, and I've got a stake in the villas. Okay, stake in the houses and stake in the villas. So far, I've made 49.87. So all I gotta do is transfer that, click all, enter my 6-digit PIN, and boom, send it over there. And then everything will show up in the wallet. Okay, this e-wallet right here. Then you simply open it up and click withdraw, and then you plug in whatever your personal wallet is, and you withdraw it out from the e-wallet in eEstate over to your personal crypto wallet, and that's how you make money with the passive income and with the agent income generation in the platform. All right, so that's how you do that. Let's click on buyer and let's click on real estate. All right. Now, guys, we're going to be getting into the bread and butter of what this is all about. There's two ways to make money here. You can do it passively or you can do it actively, right? I prefer to do both, right? So I'm invested on the passive side and I'm also active on the active side, right? Meaning I share my link, I share the opportunity, I build a team, I build a network, right? Network marketer, build a network and create income that way, and also do it through the becoming a product of the product, right? So a lot of times you do want to become that product of the product, and I am a product of this because I'm invested in it. All right. So here's how it breaks down, guys. I'm going to get into some numbers with you. You can get into the apartments for as low as $117. That's awesome. It means pretty much anybody can get in. All right. Here's what it does. It's got a payback period of 8 months, right? And you get a daily profit during that 8 months of 0.41% to 0.61% per day for 8 months. After that 8 month period, it converts to a flat 10% per year payout. So you get daily passive income for 8 months, then it goes to a 10% per year payout for a lifetime. Okay? Daily income for the duration, whether it's 8 months, 6 months, whatever it is, and then they all do this, guys. It switches over to 10% per year for a lifetime after you've gone through the monthly period of that fast growth passive income. Okay? All right, so that's the apartments. Houses, I do have a stake in the houses. You can get in for as low as 480. I believe I have 1,000 in the houses. Once again, it's an 8 month payback period, but this time you get 0.46 through 0.66% daily for 8 months, and then you convert over to the 10% per year for a lifetime. Villas, I just got into this last week, and there's a video on my YouTube channel, eEstate Revolution YouTube channel, if you want to see me actually purchase my stake in these. These are villas in Los Angeles, California. Let me go back. And this one does you have to get in for 3120, so $3,120 is the minimum you can get in for the villas. You get 0.51 through 0.71% per day for a period of 7 months. After that, boom, 10% per year for life. Tourism, $6,740. You get 0.56 through 0.76% per day, 6 month period, switches over to 10% per year per life, for life. 10% per year per life, right? All right. So commerce. You got to get in this one for $10,270. But these are some businesses that you can get into, right? Whether it's gas stations, retail places, strip malls, whatever it may be. And you get profit of 0.61% through 0.81% daily for a period of 6 months. And then it switches to the 10% yearly. Business. To get here, you have to unlock level 2 or higher, but once you do, you get 0.66 through 0.86% a day. You have to get in for $24,590 at least. It's a 6 month payback period. Then it switches over to your 10% per year for life. Land plots, you got to come in at $51,310, but you get a profit of 0.71% through 0.91% daily. Payback period of 5 months, right? And if you look at this yearly income, it's pretty awesome, right? For that first year. And it's over $100,000. Okay, and then after the 5 month period, guess what? You go to 10% per year for life. It's all the same, guys. Development, you have to access level 4, but you can get into the development. And these are in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. You get 0.75% through 0.95% per day. It's a 5 month payback period. You got to come in for $99,250, and then it goes through over to your 10% per year for life. and business develop. Last but not least, you got to access level 5 or higher. You do have to come in for $250,000. That's $255,700. It's got a payback period of 5 months. You get 0.81 through 1% per day, okay, for that 5 month period, and then it switches over to that 10% per year for life. Okay, so you can see in this first one, you're bringing this 255,000 up to over 575,000 in the first year. Okay, so those are the buyer opportunities. Let's look at the agent opportunities. All right. So what I just talked about was on the passive income buyer side. So you don't have to be an agent to do that. You can just be a client, right? Sign up in the link in my description. It's in the chat. I shared it in the chat. If somebody else invited you here, use your link, and you can just be a buyer. You can be a passive investor. You don't have to get in on the agent side, but it's a very, very lucrative plan if you do, right? So I definitely recommend it. To become a digital real estate agent. I go through that on my YouTube channel, so make sure you're checking the E-Estate Revolution YouTube channel for all the details of how to do that. But it's pretty straightforward. The website will walk you through how to do it if you want to. It's $9 a month. Okay, so you pay a $9 a month fee to have your agent website and all that stuff built for you, right? They do that for you, and then you can customize it, and then you go out there and just right. You can offer the opportunity. Commission structure, you got deal commission and profit commission. I've never seen this lucrative and this creative of a commission structure in any platform. And guys, I've seen a lot of platforms. I've been involved in a lot of platforms. I've been involved in a lot of businesses, and this one is cool. First thing that I like about this is it takes you down 8 levels deep. Here's what that means. If you share the opportunity with somebody who you know or whatever, who you met on social media or however you do it, they sign up directly under you. That's on your first level, and you get 6% of whatever they spend, right? So whatever they invest, boom, the company matches you 6% of that, right? As a finder's fee for that person. Okay, first level commission, 6%. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If that person brings somebody in, now you didn't do really anything, right? You didn't do anything. That person brought somebody in, but guess what? The company still rewards you 2%. So that person under you, they'll get the 6%, but the company will bump you over 2%. And you didn't do anything at this point, right? And that's the idea behind network marketing, right? Third level, 2%. Fourth level, 2%. Fifth level, 2%. Sixth level, 1%. Seventh level, 1%. Eighth level, 1%. So you get a couple of team leaders, right? You get a couple of people on your team. They share the opportunity. A couple other people share theirs. Boom, 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 on down, and 8 levels down from people you never knew, you never met, you never knew from Adam, but you're getting paid 1% on what they're doing. And that's not all. You get profit commission. This is different. It's different and it's very cool, right? Once you unlock this, guys, you get first level profit commission 5%. So that means not only do you get 6% on their investment, but you also get 5% on their profit match to you. It's not taking away anything from them. It's a bonus match to you on their profit. That's why I'm really excited about this, right? That's one of the reasons. So on the first level, you get 5%, second level, 2%, third level, 2%, fourth level, 1%, fifth level, 1%. And that's the agent broker opportunity. Guys, I believe in the motto, keep it simple. Right? Let's not overcomplicate it. Right? You got the buyer opportunity. I broke it down for you. Easy to understand. Super easy to understand. You got the agent opportunity. I broke it down for you. Easy to understand. Let's not make it more difficult than it has to be. All right, so this is E-Estate. Guys, I am having a great time with this. Now, if you guys got any questions or anything, let me check the chat before we wrap it up here. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, Beverly says hello, hello, Beverly. Yeah, you're welcome to drop me a line on my channel or drop me a line on here, however you want to do it. We meet every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Right, so check the chat for the E-Estate link and also the E-Estate Revolution. And yeah, really appreciate you guys coming through. I always have a great time explaining it. And yeah, it's a cool platform, guys. It's cool. So we'll talk to you soon. And yep, this is the E-Estate Revolution webinar. Talk to you guys later and take care. Have a good night.